Hello everyone, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself, and today is the second time I hear Pokemon Colosseum. I just heard it for the first time not too long ago, a month ago maybe, but there is a specific reason, and that's because it was suggested one of the songs for a kind of desert vibe, and I just jumped on the opportunity to hear Pokemon Colosseum again. So these are both requested by Shane. We have Pyrite Town and Cipher Peon Battle from the channel Dialga328. I'm just gonna get right into it. I do remember the soundtrack sounding very unique and different. Also, not many GameCube games I've heard. But man, the praise. Pokemon Colosseum had a bunch of praise in the comments for that last video. Especially the soundtrack. Anyways, this is the main one I'm paying attention to, but we'll see when we get to the next one. Pyrite. Pyrite? Look it up. Pyrite Town. Oh, okay. Pokemon Colosseum might have one of the best Pokemon soundtracks I've heard. Just saying. Hammond organ? What? Also known as Fool's Gold. So it's like a rocky sort of place. Dude, the stars. This Pyrite. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of feels like Final Fantasy VIII a little bit, which is one of my favorite soundtracks. Doesn't the Pink Panther theme sound like this a little bit? It's been years since I've heard that. Dude, Pokemon Colosseum. I have a very big question to ask the Pokemon fans after this is over. An unbiased question. Oh my gosh. Definitely very like loopable. Hear it constantly. Oh dude. I bet you anything, the first time you heard this in game, you just kind of like stopped. And because I would. If I heard this for the first time in game, I would just stop. Then again, that's me. Oh wait a minute, hold on. I just heard something for the first time. I think during the bass line, you can hear his fingers go like just drags across the strings. Hold on. What is that? Is he raking? That's a technique I haven't really heard a stand-up bass do before. Raking is like taking strings along the ride before you hit to the intended string. So instead of like ding, it's like ring. Let me hear that. I slowed it down a little bit. Whoa. What is happening in this game? Okay, just that alone, which I caught at the very end. I'm glad I caught that. Just that alone tells me there's like a whole level of like swagger in this game that's kind of untouched. It's putting humanism in there and inflections and dynamics is the proper term here. Human stuff, you know, things we do. It felt more so like a live performance. We still have another song to listen to. Damn, dude. Okay. I haven't seen what Pyrite Town looks like yet, but I will. But again, this was suggested to me for desert vibes. And I mean, it doesn't fit like the trope, typical desert type of place. But that's okay. You know, it's not... I think there's a misunderstanding sometimes when people talk about the VGM Vibe series. I'm all about whether it fits the vibe itself or kind of technically not. You know, if it's involved in some capacity with the theme, then that's okay because it shows like more flavors and different genres and different, you know, it's not just because then think about it, it would be like 20 songs or whatever of just all sounding kind of the same. That's boring. So I can tell you now, there's no other song on the list from my desert list that sounds like this. You know, I've yet to hear this side of the video game music world regarding deserts. Now, whether or not it's a desert per se, I won't know yet. You guys can tell me. Feel free. I'll look it up later. But I had to look up what pyrite means because I was kind of close. I thought it meant like a stone or something. But it seems to be this kind of like rocky... I didn't look up completely what it means, but based on the little description I saw, I'm guessing it's more of like a stone rockish town, like just dry, maybe not so much sand. You know, I'm thinking more grays and mountain as opposed to like gold and brown, that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? But then again, the music's the music is... It's not really painting a picture to me besides like a cabaret. But I can't wait to you guys. I'm just gonna let you guys tell me what's happening in Pyrite Town. But that was sick. That was great. If you've never heard, I'd be surprised. But if you've never heard Final Fantasy VIII, it has a very unique soundtrack, and there's a lot of songs like this, especially the song of Timber. It's one of the, I think like the second town you visit or something. Yeah, there's a lot of that's kind of this noir jazz thing, and it's amazing. That was really good. That's all I have to say. I feel like I should be saying more, but I just think it was fantastic. That was really, really good, and I can't wait to find out what's happening. And one more guess, if I had to say that this is just a random guess that came to mind. I've never even thought this before in another video, but it just came to me specifically. It feels like it's a small town. I don't know why. There's nothing that sounds small. There's nothing. It just gave me the feel. Actually, you know what? I lied a little bit. It does remind me of something a little bit. I just played Octopath Traveler, and there is the Sunlands, and it's kind of a small-ish town, and there's music that's similar to this, kind of. Maybe that's what I was thinking. Anyways, great. We still have another song though, and now this is going to get interesting because now we have a battle theme, which, by the way, well, first of all, I don't even know if there's context given to me on this. Let me check right now. No. I don't know who or what Cipher Peon is, but I just want to reiterate, I have no idea if these two songs in this video are connected. I'm going to assume no, because they're requested really far apart from each other. Same requester though. Okay, this is Cipher Peon battle from Pokemon Colosseum. Oh, I was gonna ask something. Okay, I'll ask it. It'll be the first thing I ask as soon as the song is over. Just remind me. All right, Cipher Peon battle. This game is so sick. Music. Let me know how the game is. This is the song that I was thinking. I'm so happy now. You have no idea. I feel flutters in my heart. I'll explain after. Okay, shh. Sounds very 80s. Late 80s, specifically. Sounds like a montage of like high fives. Yeah. Oh my god, I just realized. Is this gonna be playable on Switch too? Because of the GameCube thing? It's one of the best leads. The sound of the lead. Do you hear the bass popping and slapping away into the night? That is insane. Dude, it's going crazy. It's like Victor Wooten playing. Look up Victor Wooten. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, there's so many things I want to say. I don't want to lose them all. I should start writing stuff down again. I remember when I used to write stuff down. I haven't done that in a long time. So sick, dude. That's so good. Both of these songs are incredible. This soundtrack is incredible. Just throwing that out there, dude. Oh, I love... Oh, dude. Okay, there's a lot to say here. I'm going to try to remember them all because... Okay, first things first, and this is a very specific question to a very specific crowd. So, now, under my assumption, which is a heavy assumption, I assume most Pokemon fans have played a lot, if not every game, right? When I think of Pokemon fans, I think of like almost all of them are hardcore fans. Very few that I've met that are casual. Nothing wrong with that, that's just what it seems like. You know, you guys play a lot of these games. So my question is specifically to people, I don't care how long you've been playing, but if you've played more than 5 Pokemon games or close to that, is this one of the more unique soundtracks that you've heard? Because to me, it sounds unlike anything else I've heard in Pokemon. And I grew up with Pokemon Yellow, right? So like I'm not totally foreign to it, but that had its own sound. And then I've heard, you know, stuff throughout the years, Black and White, Ruby, blah, blah, blah. And they all have their own kind of distinct sound too. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. They're all cool. Some even have Toby Fox, right, from Undertale. It's cool stuff. It's really cool stuff. But I feel there's like this certain thing in the air with Pokemon Colosseum. And I think it's these kind of progressive chord progressions, and then like the synth sound is unique, and then that lead kind of like sawtooth keyboard that sounds kind of like a guitar, but it isn't. basically what I'm asking is like, without bias, not your favorite, but is this one of the more unique soundtracks in Pokemon? Maybe even the GameCube. Maybe even ever. I don't know. Second thing I'm going to say is if you watch the first time, I suggest you watch the first time I heard Pokemon Colosseum. In that video, I specifically said there's a reason why I'm doing this video, and it's because I watch a streamer called Alina Inverse. Hi, Alina. Big shout out to her. And she plays this game. And when I'm watching streams with games that I don't play, like I'm usually there, I'm there for the streamer, right? Hanging out. When I hear games that I don't play, I always have the volume like really pretty low, just enough. I've kind of mastered it where I've kind of just only hear the streamer talking and then the music just sounds like nothing. It's a skill I've developed because I don't want to get spoiled on stuff, right? I take this kind of seriously. But I do recall hearing that lead piercing through. And in the first video, I was hoping that, because I didn't know the song name, I thought in the first video that I was going to hear that one. It wasn't that one. I thought I did. It was this one. This is the song I've been searching for. Cipher Peon Battle. This is the song that interested me in even hearing Pokemon Colosseum. So we've come full circle now. And it just really excites me because that is the sound. That is the first time I properly heard the whole song by itself without gameplay noise or someone talking besides myself. So I am ecstatic. That's so good. Because also that was the first time I could actually like hear the bass. This soundtrack is really, really good, dude. And the third thing, I might have to do a cut for this, maybe. I'll see. But this reminds me of a very specific sound in my head that I grew up with, which is also making me like this song a lot more, or the soundtrack. But when I was a kid, I played a game called Hot Shots Golf 2, which is now called Everybody's Golf. And there was a certain theme in that game. I don't remember what it was. I think it was the character select theme. I'll have to look it up in a second. But there's this series of notes that sound like it's part of this song. And it just reminded me of it. It's very specific, but it made me think of it. Both the sound and the notes chosen. So I'm going to take this time to find that song. And I'll be back in just a second. All right, welcome back. So I don't really ever do this, but I want to share how special this is to me and why it's really coming full circle for me now. So this little section I'm about to play from this song is what's reminding me of the other one, which I'll show you in a second. And I'm going to play that loop in full, which I've never done. It's like a minute. So this is the part that reminds me of a theme I've been hearing for 20 plus years. Right? That whole like lead section, just remember that. Even though you probably already know it. I highly commend you to check this song out. This is me showing you guys a song. This is Hot Shots Golf 2. This is the main theme from the channel EV King 22. It's a short loop. It's only like 40 seconds, but you're going to hear those 40 seconds. And then I think you'll understand how it's reminding me of Pokemon Colosseum. Especially a certain part. But yeah, this is me showing you music now. How does it feel to be on my end? This is the main theme of Hot Shots Golf 2. Check this out. I haven't heard this in so long. I'll tell you when it starts reminding me of it. About right here. That makes me so happy. So, both these songs, fantastic. I feel like Pokemon Colosseum might have one of the cooler soundtracks I've heard on the channel. It reminded me of my childhood. I found the song that I've been meaning to find, which is this one. And something else. I don't know. Either way, let me know what's actually going on in this one, and both of them actually. But I can tell you for sure that the Pyrite town is definitely going to be in VGM Vibes 11. Hopefully it's a desert, but we'll see. Either way, I kind of just want to throw it in there anyways. Okay, that was a fun trip down memory lane. Pokemon Colosseum, please continue to gush over this game and its soundtrack and whatever. I don't know what else to say. Go listen to Hot Shots Golf 2 soundtrack. It's great. Especially, what's it called? I think it's like Death Valley or something. They're all good. Anyways, cool. Thank you, Shane. Thank you to everyone you see on screen. I couldn't be here without them. Those are my patrons. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse. I'll see you in VGM Vibes 11. Peace.